Excuse me. This is my 97 Heritage. And it's obvious that, you know, it's a great bike. And I love it now, and I love riding the bike. But you can see what the problem is. We're all smart people. My foot is underneath the brake lever, so when I'm riding, I've got to take my foot out, up, and over to apply brakes. Okay. Maybe it's an oversight by Harley Davidson. I don't know, but I'm going to change it because I can't live with it. Plus, I'm 6'2", and you know I'm having to do like a hoedown dance to get on the brakes. It's ridiculous. So I purchased this extended lever, and I'm going to put it on there. And what it does is it gets the pedal forward and down, so that you don't have to do all those movements, you know, to get to the brake. So anyhow, get it put on there, and I'll come back and let you know how it went. All right. Okay, since I can't do this in real time, I'll just have to kind of do it with updates as I make progress here. Take the footboard off, and then take off loosen the two screws that hold on the master cylinder, and then the line for the master cylinder that's at the front of the master cylinder, which is that bolt right there. Put the bolt back in so you don't lose all your fluid. And then back here, I'm sorry for the bad filming, I do not have a GoPro. And then back here you have a cotter pin that holds the lever onto the actual master cylinder piston there. And then we'll take that off, and then I'll mount the new lever on there and check the fit, you know, before I tighten stuff up. But all right, that's it for this segment. On to the next. Okay. Every time I turn on something that makes a video, the ambulance has to come by. I don't know why that is. Okay, so we took our old one off, and of course to get the old one off you take your cotter key off there and your little retainer washer, slide the pin out, and put your new one on. You know that the brake lever has a grease fitting. And let me see if I can find it. There she is. Put you some grease in there. Now you might be able to do this on yours without taking the whole master cylinder off, but there's no way I could have fought mine off getting behind that exhaust. I'd still be there. So it's just a whole lot easier to take those two bolts out there and just take the whole thing off as a unit. Okay, so we got that part done. We're greased up, and now I'm ready to go ahead and try to mount this thing back on. Do I know if this is going to work? I do not. So you're learning with me. Here we go. Back in a minute. Okay, here's the next one. We've got our pedal mounted to our master cylinder, and put your master cylinder back on with the two mounting bolts, and then don't forget on the master cylinder up front where your line connects here, that right here in the back of that black fitting, you have a washer with a rubber lining on the inside of it, and then a washer up front of the liner or the line also. And then once you've got your master cylinder snug down, go ahead and snug your line down. Haven't adjusted the lever yet, but it's looking good here. Focus. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Thanks for hanging with me. Okay, on to the next one. Before I go putting anything back together on a Harley, I go through a checklist on whatever item I'm working on. So on this one, I look at my connection points. I know that I put my pin back in to hook my linkage to my lever. I know that's hooked up. I know that my two bolts here are tightened up because I checked them twice. You know, like Santa and his list, haha. And then I know that my my line connection is also tight, because it wasn't, every time I push on that brake lever I'd be spitting fluid out of there. So I know that's tight. So those are my connection points, right? So really, it looks good. I'll just give you a quick fit up look here, you know, before I put the thing back together. That's about the position of my footboard, and so you can see that my heel is going to be resting back here where my thumb is, and that the front of my boot is going to be, all I got to do is raise my foot up and hit the brakes. That's it. I can just, it's just a whole lot easier to just to hover my foot, you know, when I come to an intersection or what have you, or getting ready to make a, you know, a stop at a stop sign. So, and there's what it looks from the side. You can see the new position of the brake lever in juxtaposition to the you know, the footboard. So it looks good. This, I bought this from J&P Cycles, by the way, and like I say, my Heritage Softail is a 97, and it's not the custom, it's the classic. It's the 97 Heritage Softail Classic. And this brake lever that I bought, by the way, it is heavy duty. That is a real brass insert that goes on that pivot rod. There is nothing cheap about this thing. It is heavy, and it is chromed correctly. I just want to let you know that. And it's made by, it's up there on the top right hand corner there. It's Curacan, and it's made in Korea. It retails for, I think I got it shipped here for like 115 bucks. What I can tell so far, is going to be money well spent, so I'm really happy about it. Anyway, all I've got left is to put the rubber pad on the pedal there, and put my footboard back on and button it up. Probably bleed the brakes out a little bit, but there you go. That's it. Sorry I couldn't do it all in one video, but I'll use my editing software here and see if I can kind of fit things together a little bit better. And there's the shot of the old girl. She's the guy that owned this bike took really good care of it. It's 24 years old, and there is hardly a scratch on it. He really did take a good, you know, good care of the bike. Okay, we're back, and you look at the beginning of the video, you can see the obvious difference of the position of that brake pedal. Here's my big old size 12, and that's about where I run with my foot, you know, when I'm cruising along. All I've got to do is raise up my foot and press the pedal. I don't have to move my foot. I don't have to bend my knee, nothing. Just slide it over on the pedal. That's it. And that's the obvious advantage of you know, putting that extended brake pedal on there. Thinking about doing the same thing with the shifter over here. It's not in a great position for my foot, you know, obviously it's just the toe catches it. So I don't know, I'll have to maybe fool around with that in the near future, something like that. And all you need to do this project is all that stuff you see on the floor there, plus a cup of coffee. You're in good shape. That's all it takes, man. Just those tools right there. Okay. Hey, fellow twisters and Harley riders, appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time if I buy something else to bolt onto this thing. Take care of yourselves.